You ever come home so tired you just want to collapse, and then something so stupid, so absurd happens? It flips your whole night upside down. That was me. I pull into my driveway after a long day, already half asleep, and what do I see? A pile of packages dumped all over my front porch. Not inside my mailbox like usual. Just dumped. And right across the street, standing with her arms folded like she's in some low-budget spy movie, is Marlene, our oh-so-glorious HOA president, better known around here as Karen. She's got that smug look, like she just finished filing a noise complaint in her sleepwear. I walk over to the mailbox, thinking maybe something jammed. I pull gently. Nothing. I pull harder. Still. Nothing. One more tug and crack. The whole damn door rips open, glued shut, with something that looked like it came from a crime scene. Inside was this HOA letter with a handwritten message. This is for your own good. Too many suspicious deliveries. Signed, of course, by Marlene. I just stood there. Note in one hand, glue on the other, wondering what kind of suburban insanity I'd walked into. I moved into Oak River Meadows 3 months ago. First home, quiet neighborhood. I run a small online shop, vintage collectibles. Nothing wild. It's just me and the mailman, really. But apparently, Marlene decided I was public enemy number 1 because I get too many packages. At first, it was small stuff. Passive-aggressive comments about my lawn height or my trash bins not being retrieved promptly. Whatever that means. But the moment the packages started showing up consistently, she turned into the neighborhood watchdog clipboard. And all. I remember her cornering me one afternoon while I was unloading a shipment. "This isn't a commercial zone," she said, lips tight, eyes sharper than her haircut. I smiled, explained the business, told her everything was legal. She said, "We'll see about that," scribbled something and stormed off like she'd just solved a murder. After the glued mailbox, I took photos, cleaned up what I could, and told myself to sleep on it. Maybe she'd calm down. Spoiler alert, she did not. Next morning, I'm sipping coffee when I hear click, click, click. I peek through the blinds, and there she is in her slippers, snapping pictures of a package like she's gathering evidence for a Netflix doc. Then the delivery guy shows up with another box, and she stops him, shows him something on her phone. Whatever she said worked, because he hands her the package and drives off. I couldn't believe it. I threw on shoes and marched over. Knocked. Firm. She opens the door like butter wouldn't melt and says, "Oh, this." Just keeping it safe. Do you know how suspicious it looks as people are talking? I said, "Return my package now or I'm calling the cops." She hands it back with a dramatic sigh, then hits me with 3 HOA violation notices and $500 in fines. "You've exceeded the delivery limit," she says. "Aesthetic concerns. Improper business activity." I just laughed. I asked her point blank, "Where does it say how many boxes I'm allowed to receive?" She didn't answer. Just said the board had discretion. Thing is, the board was just her. Everyone else looked scared of crossing her. I went to a meeting. Brought up the nonsense. One guy quietly told me, "Just keep your head down." That's when I knew. This wasn't just about rules. This was control. So I bought a doorbell cam. Nothing fancy, just enough to catch whatever she was planning next. Didn't take long. A few days later. 4:45 in the morning, my phone pings. I check the cam, and there she is. Marlene in her bathrobe, gluing my mailbox. Again. Then she grabs a couple boxes from my porch and dumps them straight into her garbage bin. Trash pickup day. Like she planned it. I rewatched that footage 5 times. Then I backed it up, called the cops, and filed a report. The officer seemed skeptical until he saw the video. His whole face changed. "This is mail tampering," he said. "That's federal." While the investigation got rolling, I took it a step further. I posted the video to the neighborhood Facebook group with just one line. "Is this acceptable behavior for an HOA president?" The internet did the rest. It spread like wildfire. People came out of the woodwork. Turns out I wasn't the only one she'd messed with. One woman said Marlene fined her for overly festive holiday decor. A guy down the street said she accused him of harboring stray cats. I even got a message from someone who said Marlene once confiscated their lawn flamingos. Then the cherry on top, local news picked up the story, asked to interview me. And just like that, Marlene started to unravel. She posted this rant in the group about preserving neighborhood character and protecting property values. But someone replied, "Tampering with mail is a felony, Karen." That post disappeared fast, but screenshots never die. Next morning, 2 cops and a postal inspector showed up at her house. I watched from my office window as she tried to talk her way out. Finger-pointing, dramatic gestures, the whole circus. When she slammed the door on them, that's when it got real. They came back with a warrant. 10 minutes later, she's in cuffs, still in her bathrobe, still yelling about property values. Neighbors gathered outside. Some filmed. One guy brought popcorn. It was surreal. Turns out when they searched her house, they found multiple packages mine, plus others from neighbors she didn't approve of. The DA filed charges: mail theft, obstruction, vandalism. She's now looking at fines, potential jail time, and a criminal record. The HOA board held a surprise vote that night, removed her unanimously. Her real estate firm suspended her indefinitely. Just like that, Marlene went from ruling the cul-de-sac to being banned from even touching a mailbox. I saw her come home later, wearing sunglasses, walking fast. Like if she didn't make eye contact, none of it happened. But the street was quiet. Nobody waved. And I stood by the window thinking this lady tried to ruin my life over boxes. But in the end, she glued her own downfall shut. So here's the thing, what would you have done? Let it go and paid the fines, or fought back the way I did? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your take. 'Cause I know one thing for sure, every neighborhood's got a Karen.